Hey guys, Ken Kaplan here. Today I've got an absolutely stunning classic. This is a 1979 Honda Xr80, an absolutely gorgeous machine from the J. Wood collection. This was on his personal museum collection that was in his living room. He had 25 vintage Honda and Japanese trail bikes in there. This is the nicest trail bike. Most of his bikes were motocross bikes. This bike is 100% stock except for the rear tire and the grips and a couple other small things. The paint on the tank is original and beautiful. We just went right through the entire bike, did a full bevy of preservation services, and you know, I've owned a lot of these bikes, and when you start them up, this thing feels like it was ridden a couple times and then put away 40 years ago. The motor's super tight. Usually they're clapped out with 1,000,000 hours on it. I'll bet this thing doesn't even have 20 hours ride time on it. It is super, super nice. Lots of power. I weigh 220 pounds. The front, the brakes work perfect. The original bars are nice and straight. The plastics are clean. And the engine is like a brand new XR. Brand new. Super nice. Real nice exhaust note on the stock downpipe. One of the last years of the classic Honda Xr80. Just an absolute blast to ride. Fun bike. Super bulletproof. Plenty of torque, and it just shifts clutches beautifully. Like I said, we just went through the bike, did a whole bevy of preservation services on it, starting with the throttle. It's got a brand new throttle tube and throttle cable. The gas tank was removed and cleaned with a bicarbonate sodium solution, bicarbonate sodium blasted. The petcock on the bike was cleaned, and a new fuel line was added. The carb was dismantled, cleaned, and reassembled with new gaskets. So the whole fuel system is like brand new. And the oil was changed, brand new spark plug was installed, and we did add a brand new chain on it. Just because the original one wasn't worn out, it just cosmetically, it's a lot easier. It's like a $20 item putting a chain on, and it's an easy thing to do, and it's a lot more work to clean the original one. So it does have a brand new chain on it in addition to the throttle cable, oil. The air filter is been cleaned and serviced. It needs nothing, and it runs like a brand new bike. Original front number plate. You just don't see them like this. Usually they get hammered by kids. To find one that is this clean with no dents in the tank, there's been no touch-up paint done on the frame. The original plastics are in great shape, as is the seat. It has one little tiny split on the seam back here. Just a beautiful piece. Really not much more to say about it, but I don't think you'll find a finer, cleaner Xr80. These make great pit bikes for adults, and if you got a kid who's learning how to ride and you want something that's bulletproof, fun, and is going to be an investment quality machine, you're looking at it. These are going up in value every day. They have been for years. The 73 Xr75 that just sold at Mecum last year sold for just under $10,000. Listen to the engine on this thing. Are you getting some good audio with this, of the engine? You getting good audio of the motor? You know, I've ridden a lot of bikes in my day, and you just know when the bike feels right. All the bearings are super tight. There's no play in the rear wheel or swing arm. There's not a bit of play. It's like a brand new bike that was ridden a couple times and put away for the better part of half a century, for over 40 years. So if you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. If you're going to take a bike like this and restore it, frame up restorations on bikes like this start at around $5,000. You can easily drop $5,000 into a frame off. But to find an original, you've heard me say it before. You know, once you take a cucumber and it turns to a pickle, it's never a cucumber again. This is an original cucumber. The plastics are original, graphics are original, tank is original, gas caps are original, the bars are original, even the levers, which is absolutely remarkable because most of these got hammered by kids and dropped and bent and beat up. the grips are I mean the levers are perfectly straight originals. The other thing you want to look at too is look at the bash pan on the bottom here. That's the one thing I always recommend people do. Always look at the bottom of the engine of a dirt bike. If it's been ridden hard off-road, you'll know it'll be all banged up. No, usually the frames are cracked and broken and bent. This thing is perfect. It's a beautiful machine. Kaplan America approved. I don't say that about very many bikes. Here's a bike that's going to be absolutely bulletproof, fun, years of enjoyment, basically free fun. Put $1 worth of gas in and ride all day. You know, a couple gallons of gas will cost you $6, and you could ride this thing for probably 8 hours. So it's got a nice improvement on the back. It's got a big jumbo knobby on the back, perfect for off-road. I believe that's a front. I believe the original tire is a front one. So easy to get excited about an XR. I absolutely love these. I wish I could keep it. I've owned more Honda Minis probably than anybody you've ever met before. I bought a collection of Minis from a collector down south. I bought 66 Honda Minis at one shot, and I bought literally thousands of them over the years, over the last 40 years. So the right front fork seal is leaking a little bit. It's like a $12 item. I wouldn't sweat that too much. Those are available. You can do it yourself, or we can do it for you. Other than that, I don't think it needs a damn thing. It's first kick, pristine. They don't get no better than this. Like my dad used to say, if you're not happy right now, you'll never be happy. You never see people riding these without a smile on their face because they're just so much fun to ride. So good luck bidding on it. God bless America.